layers of energy here. Seems like there's been a shift in activity over the last year.
The energy has totally changed in the building. Some other more dark things happen. We've had young ladies on multiple occasions have earrings tugged from their ears. I'm Scott Worley, and I operate Haunted Beckley, and I also serve as a historian and an architectural historian for this area. Some of the more unique history of the building is the site that the building was built on has a very strong Civil War history. A particular gentleman by the name of Matthew Ellison was a preacher in town, and he preached secession from his pulpit. And this town was occupied by the Union Army. The 23rd Ohio Volunteer Infantry occupied the entire town. And when they heard of Ellison's transgression of preaching secession, they literally removed him from his pulpit forcibly. They turned his church first into their commissary, then into one of their hospitals. This is where his house was located. And he hid in his attic, and the Union troops kicked down the door, tromped through the building looking for him, threatened his wife and child with incarceration, trying to find him. And finally, when they found him, they had a kangaroo court, ran him out of town, and then they turned his house here into an Army hospital. Well, this particular structure that we're in is very unique. It was the first structural steel building constructed in southern West Virginia, and that would have been in 1919. It was so unique at that time that they literally had to shut down the streets to bring a steam crane in from Richmond, and brought it off the railroad, brought it here into the city center, and they set the vaults, the two vaults that are in the building, and they constructed the building around them. It's unique. It's the made out of Indiana limestone, has a stained glass dome that is 75 feet above the floor level in the main part of the bank. So it functioned as a working bank up until the early 1990s, and then it served as a variety of offices since then. And a lot of the claims that we have involve soldiers in pain, soldiers that if you listen to voice boxes and an ovilus, you can hear they'll actually be talking about wounds and their stomachs and their head and their arms. And we know in some cases, I have a list of names of some of the soldiers who died on this spot. And there were two companies of German soldiers, and a lot of the names and a lot of the things we get repeated are in German. You know, if we play German drinking songs, we get a response. If we, sometimes we'll start talking really strongly, either pro-Union or pro-Confederate, and we'll get very strong responses.
My name is Shannon Hugert, and I am part of the Haunted Beckley group here in Beckley, West Virginia. My favorite experience that kind of sticks out in my mind is we came to a nightly tour where there was a few of us in the bank at the time, and Patrick, which is another member of the group, was playing kind of German melody, military music of the time period of the entities that we were assuming we were communicating with here in the bank. And we had flashlights, kind of doing some communication, turn the light on, turn the light off. When he started playing the German music, it would start flashing exactly to the beat of the music, which was pretty fascinating to me, and I thought that was just amazing. And it went on for the entire length of the song, and then the light goes out.
In the vault area, going back into the 1960s, and the vault would be closed on weekends, and the vault is airtight, has a time delay, and it takes 2 combinations to open the vault. So you would have the vault being locked up on a Friday evening, and everybody would put their work in the vault on tables, and you lock the doors. When you came in on Monday, you would notice that your papers would be shuffled around. Now the vault's airtight, and nobody can open that vault until the timer clicks down to be opened on that Monday morning. But that would happen over and over again. Happened when I worked here, happened, like I say, for generations back. Another great story is the fact that you're on marble. This building's all marble inside, and you'll hear footsteps, heavy footsteps on wood, tromping through the building. There have been long-term employees that worked here, though, that died while they were still working here. And a couple of the folks had really ingrained themselves into their jobs. They loved working here. They loved the building. And we feel that some of those folks are still making noise, or still letting their presence be known.
There's an individual named Jim who actually worked in this building that we feel that we communicate with, and he is quite a jokester. So it's a lot of fun. A lot of times he does things like turn on the coffee pot downstairs and make coffee while we're here in the facility. But he is kind of a more playful entity that we interact with here.
Every generation who has worked in the bank, if you interview them and you talk to them, they'll all have a little different story to tell about experiences that they've had in the building. I worked here myself in the late 1980s up until the early 90s when the bank was closed. And we had particular experiences in the bank as employees that worked there at that time. And the ladies who had worked here for 30 years in the building would tell us of different experiences that they had. So it's really neat I always love thinking of the generational histories and the generational stories that different folks will tell you about their paranormal experiences in almost any location. Some of the activities are close to the same, but the details do change.
Where do you girls want to go? You want to go to the attic, or do you want to go to the basement?
Well, it seems like they said women get affected in the basement more, right? Because the bathroom's back there.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer then. That's where girls need to
Like,
go,
to me,
right?
that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And go sit at that table where that little vault is. And
So we're going to the
Scott laid a bunch of little toys on the ground. If you touch them, they'll light up a bunch of pretty colors. What is it?
I forgot to put the music box.
Oh,
Get
okay.
it going. Might as well. If I can get it going. Piece of junk, whoever made it. Fucking terrible.
Did you hear that music right there? If you go over, there's a little black box beside Scott on the ground. If you go up and walk in front of it or try to move it or touch it, you can make it play that sound again. Can you do that, please? It won't hurt you. You didn't see it didn't hurt Scott. Let me clear my throat. Can you do that, or can you light up one of the little balls on the ground?
That's so weird.
That is really weird.
You see that, right, though?
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not turning on.
So, for camera purposes, this was on, and it was charged, and now all of a sudden, it's not working. I don't know if I'm, like, this is the power button. Earlier when I opened it, it just came on. No, nothing. I don't know.
That's so weird.
Like nothing.
Oh, cat balls
Cat
going off.
ball.
Thank you.
Is that the one that's like on a paint can?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no way that that should be going off.
Mm-mm.
I take it that you didn't like what we were saying.
It's like it's something messing with us.
I just wish I knew like what the battery level was.
I know. I didn't look because he just put it up. I would assume he checked it.
Right. You would have thought if he thought it was gonna die, he would have not.
Well, we're gonna sit down here in the hallway and we're gonna do a nanocom. Like, you know, I guess we'll just point. What the hell?
Okay.
There's something down
I
here.
heard a noise before it went off.
I've got major freaking chills right now. Like, I don't feel comfortable. Like, at all. Like, I could, like, cry. I'm not kidding. What in the actual hell? Is there someone down here messing with us? That's what it feels like, right?
Well, it was weird because I heard a noise in the kitchen right before the light turned off.
Okay, you ready to sit down?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, your light is really bright.
I'm sorry.
I know.
I'm like trying to record you.
I know, I don't know how to, I guess I could try to turn that back on. Should I?
See if it will turn
Okay,
back on.
you shine your light because I can't see with that. Thanks. I'm kind of like nervous.
I'm very nervous
It's super hot.
because it's a separate entity. It's not part of the camera.
No.
Is it not turning on at all?
Nope.
What the hell, Vanessa?
It's, I don't know. I don't freaking know. Everything has stopped freaking working. What in the holy hell?
Oh my god.
I just... If there's someone down here, we have a couple devices set up. There's one here at the end of the hallway. If you touch it, it's gonna light up and let us know that you're here.
I have a little box in my hand. I'm going to push a button and we're going to be able to hear you talk. So you need to come up and speak as loudly and as clearly as you can. Which of those songs did you like? Which side were you on? Union or Confederate? Heard a noise back behind me.
Yeah, I heard it too.
Which of those songs did you like? Which side were you on?
That was before I even asked a question.
I hear it.
Yeah. I know you. I know you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to film you. Are you like ready to run?
I'm like, do I want to sit on
What the fuck is that noise?
the coffee pot?
No, there was a clicking noise.
See, that's what I heard right before the camera shut off.
I have so much anxiety. Like, I felt fine. We're not here to hurt you. We just want to talk to you and get to know you a little bit. I have a device that I'm going to turn on, and you're going to be able to communicate with us. I feel like I need to get into that position too. Like, I don't know why. No, like, for real. Like, we're never anxious together. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that camera, like, completely crapped out.
The whole system crapped
Yeah.
out.
So we have a couple devices and both ends of the hallway. They're not going to hurt you, but if you touch them, they'll make a noise or light up, and we're going to know that you're here. We also have a device in my hand that I'm going to turn on, and you'll be able to hear your voice. And we'll be able to ask you some questions. So I'm going to turn that on. So guys, we have the nanocom. It's just me and Lindsay right now. It's so quiet, and the volume's up all the way. Is there anyone down here with us right now? That sounds weird.
It does sound. I was just gonna say that sounded weird to
Like, it
me.
doesn't sound like it normally sounds.
I wonder if it's because it is the basement.
Maybe. If you're down here and you think pranking us is funny, can you give us another sign that you're here? If that bathroom door slams, I'm gonna shit my pants. So you know.
Yeah. Same.
If Jim's down here, can you let us know? It still is running weird compared to like.
The light just flickered on it. Like, does it normally flicker?
No.
Because it was almost like something was pulling its power.
But even like the sound of it sounds different. You
It
know what I
does.
mean? Like it's really quiet too. The volume's up all the way. That's what I can't figure out. Isn't that like super quiet?
It is, yeah, it's not normally that
So
quiet.
I feel like all of our. What in the fuck? Our equipment is malfunctioning. I am like. What in the heck? Holy fuck! That has never done that. The camera shuts off.
Okay,
the light shuts
hold on a
off.
second. So the camera shuts off, the light shuts off, and now the nanocom's like acting weird.
Dude. What the fuck?
Were you the one who hid in his attic to avoid being found? Are there any women or children here with us? Wild ass fucking people.
Were you the one that hid in an attic to avoid being found? Were you the one that hid in an attic to avoid being found?
He hid in his attic, and the Union troops kicked down the door, tromped through the building, looking for him threatened his wife and child.
How do you know that?
Were you the one who hid in his attic to avoid being found?
How do you know that?
Should I try it again?
Yeah, try it again.
If that's you, make that device mess up again. I just have a really weird feeling, you know what I mean? And I felt
Yeah.
fine.
I did too.
Yeah. Can you come through and say hi or hello?
That light was flickering again on that nanocom.
Really?
Yeah.
It's still not as loud as it was. Are you pulling energy from that device? Use that energy to do something big. I'm gonna regret saying that.
Can you tell us your name, please? We want to be able to share your story. Do you have a message that you would like us to pass along?
Can you tell us your name, please? We won't be able to share. Can you tell us your name, please?
Isn't it Matthew?
We won't.
Maybe.
Can you tell us your name, please?
It says Matthew.
We won't. Can you tell us your name, please?
Matthew.
A particular gentleman by the name of Matthew Ellison was a preacher in town, and he preached succession from his pulpit.
We won't be able to share your story.
Ooh, that was a full sentence.
Can you tell us your name, please? We won't be able to share your story.
Can't tell what it's saying.
Can you tell us your name, please? We won't be able to share your story.
There's nothing to tell.
Can you tell us your
Holy
name,
shit.
please? We won't be able to share your story.
There's nothing to tell.
Yeah.
Do you have a message that you'd like us to pass along?
Ooh, what was that?
Do you have a message that you'd like us to pass along?
No, leave me alone.
Do you have a message that you'd like us to pass along?
No,
Dude,
leave me alone.
That one's like class A, dude.
Do you have a message that you'd like us to pass along?
No.
That's crazy.
I know.
I feel like whatever's down here is lurking in that back
I
corner.
do too.
Like that kitchenette bathroom area
Yeah.
is where I feel
Like
like it's
that's its
hanging out.
space.
Yeah.
Maybe like we invaded it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you came into my space after dark. Is it fridge?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Can you bang on the wall or the door? I thought I just saw like coming from like where the bathroom area is, like just like a white like thing pop out and pop back.
Oh, like from where the girls' bathroom is?
Yeah. Because there's like space there before, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it looked almost just like something peeked around and peeked back.
That's weird.
like down low.
Why do you want us to leave you alone? Are you still trying to hide and not be found? We can give you shelter and passage if you just tell us. Do you want us to bring you some kind of supplies?
Why do you want us to leave you alone? Are you still trying to hide and not be found?
What?
Why do you want us to leave you alone? Are you still trying to hide and not be found?
What?
Why do you want us to leave you alone? Are you still trying to hide and not be found?
For no reason.
I know, and like I don't want to be the first ones to go up. You know what I mean?
I know.
Like we're always the first ones. Something touched my head. Like my hair. I swear to you.
Really?
Yeah. Like it felt like just fingers brushed the top of my head.
Ooh.
That freaked me out.
Are you touching Vanessa? You just checking us out?
I don't like that.
Are there easier ways for us to communicate with you? Should we go somewhere else in the building to talk to some other people?
I think it's so much easier for you to talk through this device than it is to use the other things we have around here. Are there easier ways for us to communicate with you? Things we have around here. Are there easier ways for us to communicate with you?
Can't tell you what it says.
Are there easier ways for us?
So, we had your camera on, okay, and then we were like, no, we're gonna move out in the hallway because it's easier to film all the equipment.
Yeah.
And we took it out in the hallway, and then like it shut off, wouldn't come back on, but your light was on. It was like it was completely shot. Okay, it's down here. So then we were like talking, we're like, well, that's really weird. Well, then your light shut off, and your light wouldn't come back on, and so I turned it off because I'm like, well, maybe it overheated.
This
Couldn't get
light
it.
just.
Yeah. Couldn't get it to turn off or on. Wait, then the
It's been running fine.
Died. The nanocom
The
fucking died. The
nanocom,
light went
yeah.
out. It was not loud.
The light kept going
it
down on
died.
it. It was making like weird noises.
There was a whole weird vibe. We couldn't get anything else to go off. That's complete. If it turns on now, I'm just like,
Should have had like a good 4 hours
Yeah.
to record. It's one of the big
it
batteries.
was completely kaput. And then your light died, which I turned your light off.
Yeah, the
now.
light probably is dead.
I did turn it off though. But like,
You won't even let me test the battery. Wait, what?
yeah, I told it completely. The whole thing
Yeah.
grabbed out, but at different times. It's dead. I tried the power
Like,
button. I tried
midnight, like,
opening it.
probably
Because when I
five.
first brought it down here, I opened it in this room and I turned it, like it came on, and we were trying to film. And then I was like, you know what? Why don't we sit in the hallway so we can film down the hallway and get all our equipment?
This one's still going?
And as soon as I brought,
This one's not on either.
What?
I swear to God.
That one had like the big 6 hour, 8 hour
I'm
battery.
telling you,
what I've
it's
got, too.
something down here. Because like as soon as I brought it out in this hallway, right, the camera shut off, and I went to turn it on,
Flashlight there.
and I told Lindsay, I said the camera's dead, and she's like, what? I'm like it's completely. I took the battery out, put the battery back in.
What? Okay, what we're doing right now, we're going to do we're going to take turns doing the Estes experiment. So first, we're going to time it. We're going to go for 15 minutes, each one of us, and that way we can see if we get similar or varying responses to different questions. So maybe we can get the same entities to come through, and maybe there'll be different ones, we don't know. But We wanted to do it right here in the vault because there seems to be a lot of, there's reports of activity in the vault, so thought this would be a good spot to do this, and we're all going to get a turn, so. Okay, so it's Lindsay's turn. Is there anything that you'd like to tell her?
Hi.
Are you still trying to figure out how this whole thing works?
Exactly.
Help me.
Is the crying woman here?
I am. Tell us who's up
I
there.
hear a woman whimpering.
I'm here with you.
I'm in here with him.
Can you tell me who was in the basement?
It'll come.
We need to
I got that pressure on the side of my head really bad all of a sudden. Like really bad. There's something around me right now.
Run. Get. You'll have trouble if you don't.
Get out of here.
Get out. I just heard a noise right now.
I did too.
Run.
What happens if we don't run?
I think I've seen enough.
Bow down.
To who?
It's evil.
Oh, another creepy ass laugh.
I don't know, this isn't the radio, but like I just felt like a darkness like coming down over my eyes. It's weird because I'm blindfolded, but
Oh my god, this mask is moving. On my face. Feels like it's like pulsating on my face. It's so weird.
Burn.
got him completely. That was weird.
Pray for me.
Would you like us to pray or
Was
say a
that
prayer?
upstairs or was that
I don't know,
there?
but like I felt the floor move.
Yes.
I know.
Scripture.
The son of 7. It feels like heaven.
That's weird.
That is
Yeah,
really
we always get 7 in connection with heaven. Can you tell us?
Jeremiah.
We've been asking for names all night.
Yeah. Start asking. Getting weird with.
For the Bible.
For the Bible.
Oh yeah, I was asking Bible books right there.
7:18. It's in the Bible.
That's weird.
That is weird.
Jeremiah 7:18. The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire, and the women knead their dough to make cakes to the Queen of Heaven,
Something touched my hair.
and to pour out drink offerings unto the gods, that they may provoke me to anger.
That's weird, man.
That's super weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
I got goosebumps.
We get so much Bible stuff in here. I mean, it's,
Heard me.
We did. We heard you.
Do you like that we read the verse that you quoted?
It was from the scripture.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was really clear. It said it was from the scripture.
What we've got here is we have our the white shadow port number 2, and we're going to do an experiment. We're at the
Old Beckley National
yeah,
Bank.
Old Beckley National Bank, and we're in the conference room. And we've been told by our friend Scott that this is an area that gets a lot of darker attention. So we're going to try to get contact with that or any other spirits that we can talk to. So if there are any spirits in here, we've got this box here that can that you can use to talk to us. You just need to speak in or around the area of the box, and we should be able to hear your voice. If you're here, can you say hi or hello?
That was like a clear male voice.
Yeah.
It sounded like you said it earlier. Can you say hi or hello? That was a creepy fucking
Ooh,
laugh.
what was
That
that?
was a laugh. It's like,
Yeah.
That's a Matthew.
Did it
It
say
said
Matthew?
Matthew, super clear. It said, I'm here.
Sounds like he has died.
Who has died?
Matthew died? I couldn't help him.
We're at war?
I
Something
heard
about
that too.
war.
I heard that too.
Couldn't help him. He was at war. Did he die in war?
Like the stuff that's coming through clear is coming through like softer in the background.
Like behind the. There it was again.
Yeah.
There's something on the video.
Do you understand what we're doing here? Do you understand why we are here? We've come to something. Listen. Do you know why we're here? Do you know that we're here to learn about you?
Do you want us here?
What is that noise?
Scratchy,
Yeah.
Hey, here's like, yeah, like.
Yeah.
Is it
Trying to-
on that? Or is it...
No, I think it
It's,
is.
yeah, but I've not heard that before.
What is that?
They've said that people in this area have been touched before, that you will touch hair or pull on things. Can you do that to one of us, please? What?
I didn't make it out. Vanessa doesn't believe you're here. Can you prove to her that you are? Can you say one of our names?
I'm gonna something. I'm gonna grab her.
That's what it
That's what
said.
it said. I swear.
That's what it
I
said.
swear. After it took a second to register, I swear, no kidding. That's what I said.
Do it!
Are you here because of the bank, or were you here before the bank ever existed? I got super pressure on my
I
chest all
know.
of a
I was
sudden.
gonna say I just got like.
I almost feel like I can't breathe. Like it felt like something sat on my chest. Like that was heavy, heavy, heavy.
Right as you said that, it was like vertigo feeling.
Are you standing between Jonathan and Vanessa?
Now I got full body chills.
You sitting between them?
Who's here with us right now?
What?
That was.
I thought it said I am.
Yeah.
I am.
That was either a woman's voice or
I
a
just
kid's
got
voice.
chills.
Yeah.
There she was again. I got chills too.
Saying that was a woman's voice again. I couldn't tell what she said. It's lightened up a little bit now, but there for a second, like it felt like my chest was compressed. Like it was like really hard to breathe.
Who's the woman that's speaking to us? Scott put a toy upstairs. Can you tell us what it was?
There. Said it.
It did. It was like a female voice. Can you go up to it, or if you've seen it, can you go back up to it and make it go off? It won't hurt you.
That was like a full sentence.
If that bear would have went off, I would have been convinced.
Here I am.
Redemption.
Holy shit, that was
Whoa,
clear.
I heard that.
That's like one of the clearest things I've heard in a long time. What was
I
that?
heard that. It was a thump.
That was a loud bang
It
back
was
that
out
way.
that way. I heard it.
Yeah,
Car door.
Maybe.
it didn't sound like
It sounded like it was in the
That far away.
like hall or the stairwell or something. Something about getting them.
Yeah, we're gonna get them.
You don't like us being up here?
The little box that Scott just sat on the table, if you walk in front of it over here, away from us, you'll be able to hear some music. I know you like music. Can you walk in front of it so we can hear some music together? What's it do? What is that?
Like the whistly sound?
Yeah.
I hear
It's
it.
coming. I thought it came.
No,
No,
it's
it's
something
back.
back here.
Oh.
There's something messing around back there for sure. I heard it too, but I
Something
thought it was in my
Whistle.
head. Yeah, it was like whistling.
Come on.
Now, nobody here is allowed to hurt us or harm us in any way. We are sitting in a circle here, and we do want you to be able to communicate, so you can use our energy as a way to communicate. You can't hurt us, but you can use our energy to make a noise, to talk through the portal, or to make the music box in the hallway go off. Are you able to do that?
What was that?
Ooh, there was a
Was that through the
scream.
portal?
Yeah, but it was like real far back, but it was a
Yeah.
scream.
It was really weird. It just.
It's weird because sometimes it seems like it sounds like it's right here, and sometimes it sounds like it's 50 feet away. You know what I mean? There it was again. Hello?
That was a woman's voice right after that. Are you in pain? Are you in trouble?
Leave.
Woman's trying to talk.
That was like crying.
She's a cry.
It sounded like she said, please. How can we help you?
Full body chilling. How about one of our names? Can you tell us one of our names? We all sat downstairs earlier. Did you hear that voice?
That voice, it sounded like it came from out
Yeah.
the hallway, like a female voice.
Yeah.
I have no idea what it said, but it
Wasn't
definitely
through the portal.
No,
I
it
heard it
wasn't.
too.
It was in the hallway.
It was in between the
100%.
portal going off. I heard it. I hope the camera picked that
I
up.
heard it was weird. I don't know what it said, but it was.
Goosebumps.
Yeah.
I heard it.
Really cool.
That was a disembodied voice.
Yeah.
It wasn't through the portal. It was in between the portal going off.
I didn't know if anybody heard that.
No, I
was
heard
it.
recording
Oh,
you
for sure.
guys. I was
Yeah,
like,
once you looked, I realized. Yeah,
I'm gonna look and see if there's maybe
Sidewalks right there.
Can you say the name of the gentleman who was here earlier? I don't know what that said. There was something.
Yeah.
Who was the woman we just heard?
I don't see anybody outside at all.
That's crazy.
I turned the music box to face this way.
Can you play with that little radio, that little music box in the hallway?
You don't even have to touch it. All you gotta do is walk in front of it. You can make that play music again.
I hear you trying to come through. You're not being very clear though. Can you speak more clearly? Help me?
Were you something?
That was a clear woman's voice.
There she is again.
Everybody. Use the energy at this table and talk to us.
Somebody died?
Don't listen to whoever's trying to stop you. We want to help. Tell us how we can help. Man, the former Beckley National Bank had a lot in store that we did not expect. We went in kind of thinking maybe we'd get some residual stuff, either from maybe the bank employees or some of the Civil War stuff that had happened there. We didn't quite expect that we would get so much intelligent interaction. We also had a lot of stuff happen there that we had never had happen before. Mainly the equipment malfunctions that Vanessa and Lindsay experienced down on the lower level. We've never had something happen to that extent. Multiple cameras being completely drained, multiple batteries being drained, and then as soon as Scott walked down the steps, another battery got immediately hit. So there's obviously something there, we think, pulling energy from those devices for whatever reason, or maybe they were just being pranksters, who knows. but that's something that we haven't had happen to that extent before. We did get a lot of intelligent responses, especially related to Matthew, the preacher. We received his name through multiple devices, the DR60 and the portal. So, I mean, we feel pretty strongly that he may still have some attachment to that building or that location. The portal session that we had was one of the coolest things that I've experienced in a long time at a location. So many direct responses over an extended period of time. I mean, something like that, it's hard to discount when you have that much interaction. So needless to say, we were more than happy with what we captured there. We want to give a huge shout out to Scott Worley for getting us into the location and allowing us this opportunity. Also, a special thank you to Shannon for helping us with the interview. Big shout out to my fellow investigators, Scott, Vanessa, and Lindsay, of course, from Dark Hollow Paranormal. So thanks so much to everybody who helped make this episode possible. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. We are on our way up from here. We're wanting to build this channel as much as we can. So please, it doesn't cost you anything. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and share the channel if you can. Let us know, comment down below, let us know what you think, see what we can do better. This is the season finale of season 1 for Forgotten Relics. Thank you so much for everybody who has supported the channel. Season 2 is going to be phenomenal, I promise you. So make sure that you're ready, have that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys soon.